Welcome back, everybody, to Jason Morrison's birthday special, in which we're going to do some more Nintendo Wii games. The next one is, of course, Jeopardy. Let's see how we do.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
This is Jeopardy! Let's meet today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. Welcome aboard. Let's go into the Jeopardy round. And we have one daily double awaiting you in these categories. Recently discovered presidential ads. Animals. You picked a fine time. Literature. Pop culture. And cooking class.
Animals 200.
Player 1, where do we... Here's Kelly with the clue.
One in every 6 known bird species makes its home in this rainforest.
What is the Amazon?
Yes, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direct... You got it. Please pick again. Sputniks 5, 6, 9, and 10 carried these animals into space. Okay, Player 1.
What are monkeys?
No. Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. Dogs.
Oh, dogs. Okay, that's all right. Try again.
Player 1, you pick again. Got one of these odorous animals, also known as a polecat, as a pet? Call your Humane Society to make sure it's legal.
What is a skunk?
It's Player 1. That's correct. Good. Back on the plus side. We return to you, Player 1. Critters of the Pleistocene epoch include the mammoth and this breast-tooth relative. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is a mastodon?
Good. Player 1. Dachs, as in Dachshund, is German for this burrowing animal. Player 1.
What is a badger?
Right. Choose again, Player 1.
Cooking class for 200.
If you boil these before making them into hash browns, they'll stick together better and cook faster, too.
What are potatoes?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That's right. Way to go. You again, Player 1. To make bunny salad, use a chilled pear half for the bunny's body and a ball of cottage cheese for this appendage.
What is a tail?
Okay, Player 1. Yes. Player 1, back. Joy of Cooking suggests using these Thanksgiving berries in any recipes calling for red currants.
What are...
Yes, Player 1. Good. Select again. The Chicken of the Sea website suggests making enchiladas with the albacore type of this.
What is tuna?
It's Player 1. Right you are. You get to pick again, Player 1. Answer, the Daily Double. And you have the lead. Give us a wager, Player 1. For the silver dollar type of these breakfast treats, drop the batter onto the griddle 1 tablespoon at a time.
What are pancakes?
Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. Please pick again, player 1. His ship was wrecked off an island near South America. He remained alone on the island for 28 years.
Who is Robinson Crusoe?
Okay, player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back to you. The Lilliputians called this Jonathan Swift character Quinbus Flestrin, which means Great Man Mountain.
Who is Gulliver?
Let's hear it, player 1. Good for you. You get to pick again. In a Nathaniel Hawthorne tale, Thomas Maule built a house in Salem with 7 of these.
What are gables?
Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. Tom Sawyer told this girl, "I don't care for anybody but you," then gave her a brass knob from an andiron.
Who is Becky Thatcher?
It's player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1. The Ministry of Truth is Oceania's propaganda department in this Orwell classic.
What is 1984?
Yes, player 1. Correct. Select again. And I'll hand it off to Kelly.
Glasses with colored filters in each eye let you watch films in 3D. At the 2010 Grammys, the audience donned them for a montage from this performer's This Is It.
Who is Michael Jackson?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. You again, player 1. In I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, Kevin James weds this Hanukkah song guy at Niagara Falls.
Who is Adam Sandler?
Yes, player 1. Right. Player 1. Michael C. Hall of 6 Feet Under went to Showtime to play this homicidal title character. Okay, player 1.
Who is Adrian Mom?
Sorry. Any other takers? It's player 3.
Gregory House?
Nope. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2. Correct. Choose again. Player 2. In 1964, he topped the pop music charts with the title song from Hello Dolly. Okay, player 1.
I'm going to say who is Bobby Benson?
Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Louis Armstrong. We return to you, player 2. A 2-time Oscar-winning actress, one of her first jobs was as the Coppertone Suntan Lotion Girl at age 3 in 1965.
Who is Jodie Foster?
Let's hear it, player 1. Good. Select again.
Recently discovered presidential ads 200.
He said a nation half slave and half free can't exist. I say he's wrong. I'm Stephen Douglas, and I approve this message.
All right.
Yes, player 1.
I'll say who's Abe Lincoln.
That's it. Player 1. So what if he's the first West Point grad president? Some say he drinks. You decide. I'm Horace Greeley, and I approve this message.
Who is Ulysses Grant?
It's player 1. That's correct. You again, player 1. In 1814, this general had a pirate, Jean Lafitte, help him in New Orleans. What's next? I'm John Quincy Adams, and I approve this message.
Who is Andrew Johnson?
Player 1?
No, Andrew Jackson.
You are correct. Player 1. You elect him? I say in 7 months the economy will be in shambles. I'm Al Smith, and I approve this message. It's player 1.
Who is Calvin Coolidge?
That's not it. Any other takers? Player 2.
Is it Herbert Hoover?
Yes. Player 2. You pick again, please. Alex Hamilton wants him to be president. Them's fighting words. I'm Aaron Burr, and I approve this message.
Who is Thomas Jefferson?
Yes, Player 1. Yep. Choose again, Player 1. Deion Sanders knows this term for the evening hours when the largest audience is available for TV.
What is prime time?
Okay, Player 1. You are correct. Please pick again. Estimated at around 30 years, it's accepted as the average period between birth of parents and their offspring. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is a generation?
That is correct. Player 1. The time just before sunset or after sunrise on a movie set, or a former LA Lakers late-night talk show. It's Player 1.
What is magic hour?
Right. You get to pick again, Player 1. We had pleasant sensations learning about the era of this, which covered President Monroe's 2 terms. Okay, Player 1.
What are good vibrations?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. Good feeling. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. This longest division of geologic time doesn't have a fixed period. In astronomy, it's 1 billion years. Player 1?
What is an eon?
Yep. The selection will be yours, Player 3, when we return from this break. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Our Founding Fathers. Religion. Mythical Menagerie. Medicine. Oscars. Wild. And Language Lab. Player 3 gets to make the first selection once again. This time, we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. Nessus, one of these half-horse creatures, tried to abduct Hercules' wife. Big mistake.
What is a...
Yes, Player 1.
Centaur. What is a centaur?
Correct. We return to you. Every 500 years or so, this bird was reborn from its own ashes.
What is a phoenix?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. Please pick again. The first of Hercules' 12 labors was to slay the Nemean this. Afterwards, he wore its skin.
What is a lion?
It's Player 1. That's it. Select again. It wasn't hard for this Lernean serpent to get ahead. Every time one of its heads was cut off, 2 grew in its place. Okay, Player 1.
What is hydra?
That is correct. We return to you. She was a beautiful nymph before she was turned into a sea monster, doomed to live in a cave opposite Charybdis. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who is,
That's right. Way to go. Player 1, pick again.
Listen for 400.
A cold that lasts longer than a week may indicate inflammation of these air spaces in the skull.
What are sinuses?
Yes, Player 1. That's correct. Player 1, back to you. Most languages of Western Europe get their words for read and write from this language's legere and scribere.
What is French?
Player 1? No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Latin. Player 1. Hochdeutsch is the modern standard form of this language.
What is German?
Okay, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. The pinyin system for writing this language in the English alphabet was officially adopted January 1st, 1979. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Chinese?
You got it. Choose again, Player 1. In French, Hier Henri m'aimait, yesterday Henry loved me, is an example of this flawed past tense. It's Player 1.
What is imperative?
Nope. Anyone else? Yes, Player 3. Nope. Sorry. Any other takers? Player 2. Good. You get to pick again, Player 2. Douglas Hyde, also known as Ancrethan Ethan, fought to preserve this language and founded a league of the same name. Okay, Player 1.
What is Welsh?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, Player 2. Right you are. You again, Player 2. Here's Kelly to start us off.
Red blood cells are distorted into a particular shape and don't carry oxygen well in patients with this type of anemia.
What is sickle cell?
It's Player 1. Yeah, good for you. Player 1, back to you. Suspect Rocky Mountain spotted fever even in patients from the Carolinas, as it's an area with lots of these critters.
What are ticks?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Please pick again. A stent is a tube often used to hold these open, especially the coronary ones.
What are arteries?
Player 1. Right. Player 1, you pick again. The air puff test, a measure of eye pressure, is used to diagnose this condition.
What is glaucoma?
It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. You get to pick again, Player 1. We liked her. We really liked her when this actress won for Places in the Heart in 1985.
Who is Sally Field?
Okay, Player 1. Correct. We return to you. In 1992, proving he could keep up with the younger crowd, he did one-armed push-ups, accepting his City Slickers Oscar.
Who is Jack Palance?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Player 1, pick again. Answer, the first of the Daily Doubles. You are in first place. How much? And the Daily Double clue. He's the SNL guy, and you're not, who opened the 1988 show with, "Good evening, Hollywood phonies." He never hosted again.
Who is Chevy Chase?
That puts you even further ahead. You again, Player 1. This American Beauty nominee nearly had a pregnant pause at the 2000 show. She was due with her fourth at any moment.
Who is
Yes, Player 1. Yes. Choose again, Player 1. Disney sued the Academy for unflattering use of this character after a 1989 duet with her and Rob Lowe. Player 1?
Who is Snow White?
Yes. Player 1, back to you. Let's take it over to Kelly.
The southwest wall of the Thomas Jefferson Memorial displays an excerpt from this document, of which Jefferson was the primary author.
What is the Declaration of Independence?
Okay, player one. Yeah, good. Select again. At age 15, he was a bell ringer at the Old North Church. 25 years later, he told the church sexton to light 2 lanterns.
Who is John?
Yes,
Jones?
player one.
Or Paul Revere?
Right. Player one. He served jointly with William Hunter as Postmaster General of the Colonies from 1753 to 1761.
Who is Benjamin?
Let's hear it, player one. You got it. You get to pick again, player one. On April 24th, 1778, this naval hero captured the Drake, the first British ship defeated in war by an American ship.
Who is John Paul Jones?
Player one. Good. Choose again, player one. Answer. The second daily double. And you're in the lead now. Decide on your wager, player one. Okay, here is the clue. Before he was on the $10 bill, this first Treasury Secretary was one of the 39 signers of the Constitution.
Who is Alexander Hamilton?
Congratulations, you're still in first, player one. You again, player one. People of this religion call Christians and Jews, their fellow monotheists, al-Kitab, people of the book.
Who are the...
It's player one.
What is Muslim or Islam?
Yes. Player one. One of 3 major branches of Christianity. It originated in a 16th century Reformation. Yes, player one.
What is Lutheranism or Protestantism?
Correct. Player one. This term for a Jewish house of worship comes from the Greek for meeting.
What's a synagogue?
Okay, player one. Yeah. Good for you. Please pick again, player one. Begin this act, part of penance, by saying, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned." Then spill the beans.
What is confession?
It's player one. Right. Here's the $2,000 clue. Zen, a branch of this Asian religion, aims for satori, or enlightenment. Player
what is
one?
Buddhism?
Yes. Sorry, player 3, you'll not be progressing to Final Jeopardy. Here comes the Final Jeopardy, players. The category is this: landmarks. So, what's your wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Let's take a look at that Final Jeopardy clue right now. The landmark site known to the Lakota as Six Grandfathers was renamed this after a prominent lawyer. And your response?
Mount Rushmore.
And this correct response will add how much to your score?
$5,000. You're gonna double to 10,000.
What did you put as your response?
Mount Rushmore, so I end up with $200,000.
How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
See you all for the next game, everybody.
Congratulations to you, player one. So long.